Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UCF Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get first crack at it here. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Right back to the well. Quick spin on the line. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mateer. Finds his tight end. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So UCF's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and let it. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knights.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Spins away from the defense. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. To the air, it's Mateer. Snagged in the middle, it's Ott. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Sategna. The Sooners line up trying to move the sticks on third and short.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Catch in the middle, it's Wheeler. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You know, free safeties have to be great center fielders, right? They got to play in so much space, and in man coverage, they know there's going to be routes breaking over the middle of the field, so you got to be able to put your foot in the ground and then accelerate, and that's exactly what he did on that interception. Awesome play.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. A quick pass to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. From the gun, running back gets to give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's evolved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Gives it to the back on the draw. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown Sooners! Excellent pass by the back on the option. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. On the move, it's Nixon. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Knights want to move quickly. Since Scott Frost led UCF to that perfect season in 2017, it's been a circuitous path. Not necessarily happy, but he's trying to bring back the magic to UCF.
Man, bring back the magic, the excitement. Just there's always so much talent. Jesse, we've called game there for years. Like, so much talent and speed in the state of Florida. And on that roster, it's just about putting it together.
I mean, they were hitting New Year's Six bowl games, it seemed like, year after year when Scott Frost was there last time at the helm. So it's about finding the diamonds in the rough inside the state of Florida and developing that. But they're going to do well in the portal. Now they're in the Big 12. Scott Frost back at UCF. What do you think about that?
Going to take a shot and trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UCF! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little whoop out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. It's a draw. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. And it's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
They want the edge on the jet sweep. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They boot it away on fourth down. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Kent. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Brown will throw it. They're setting up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a crease. It's Nixon. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
With the catch, it's Kent. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's up. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Burks. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big time.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Bringing the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Wade. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. Grab behind the line. It's Burke. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Snap it to the back. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Knights send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's up. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Give to the single back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Nixon. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Grab near the marker. It's Kent. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
The give to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Got it, looking for the 1st down. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The Sooners are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Thomas. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Going to the running game. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Going to try to get it himself. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Farmer. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Still on his feet. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.